welcome back to Ask Nikki P with me and my smoothie. Yay! I am going to jump into the question, but before I do, as usual, I wanted to let you guys know that I have a Netflix link, netflix.com/Nikki. It is an amazing service if you don't have it. I literally cannot recommend it highly enough. All of our favorite shows are on there. Breaking Bad, Hell on Wheels, Sherlock, they're all there. Absolutely amazing. Unlimited. You can basically stream movies and television as much as you want all day, every day for $8 a month. But if you sign up under netflix.com/Nikki, you get a free 30-day trial, which I always say this, you can get it even if you don't use netflix.com/Nikki. But if you do use that link, it helps us out because they are a sponsor of our YouTube channel. So I will link that down below. With that being said, I'm going to jump into the question. Hey Nikki, what do you think is the right age for a teenager to start dating, and how would you tell your parents? Okay, so I don't really think there is a specific age, like, oh, once you hit this age, now start dating. But that being said, I do kind of, and I've always thought this way, I'm not just like an old fart that's decided to think this way now. Even when I was a teenager, I felt this way, that it was kind of weird to date if you like couldn't drive and you couldn't, like, you didn't have a job, you couldn't pay for anything. Because it always felt like playing an adult. Like, I remember when my friends would date, I'd be like, dude, you're like pretending to be an adult. Because dating is like, it's a serious thing, and I feel like there's a lot of lightheartedness surrounding it, but it's like, dude, you're opening up your heart to someone. It takes a lot of thought, and I think you should, it takes a lot of responsibility too, to yourself, to be choosy about who you open up to and who you're intimate to. I think that's an adult decision, and I just think that there is something, like I said, I always felt this way, and everyone is allowed to have their own opinions, you know, but I remember when I was a teenager, I felt like this is weird, but like mommy and daddy dropped me off at the movies, like, oh, and can I have some money? So that being said, like I said, I don't have a specific age for that. I think everyone is different. And I think you said, how would you tell your parents? That's the other thing. I think that if I was gonna say if you don't feel comfortable telling your parents, you're probably too young, but that's not necessarily true, because I know some parents are just more strict. They might just be more strict and you might be like 19. I think that the best way to tell your parents is just to straight up tell your parents. Just be like, hey, kind of awkward, but I want to let you know because you're my parents and I want you to know what's going on in my life. I'm dating a boy, like, and just letting him know, or letting them know, and just being straight up. I think that's the best way to go about it. And everyone, as usual, if you have different opinions, thoughts, all that kind of stuff, let us know in the comments, because, you know, I know everyone's had different dating experiences and all that kind of stuff, and I'm interested to know, yeah, what you guys think. But that's kind of my thoughts on it. So the Twitter question says, do you have a bow or a scarf collection? Yes, I have a scarf collection. I don't have a bow collection, and we will link that down below because I did that video a little while ago. It's slightly changed since then, but I don't have like a ton of new scarves since then. I haven't gone on any like scarf buying sprees. So we will link that down below because I made a video out of that. So the personal question says, do you drink loose leaf tea at all? I never have before, but I actually recently got from my friend Katie. She gave me like a water bottle loose tea like strainer thing, and it's really cool. You like put it in your water bottle and it strains the tea in there. So I am gonna start drinking loose tea now because Tivana sells loose teas, and I guess I could have bought the little thingy from there, but I don't know. Excuse me, I'm lazy. I never did, but now I actually own something to like strain the teas. So yes, I will be drinking loose tea now. So yeah, I feel like this episode was shorter today, but that's kind of all I have to say to that. I am doing How to Be Happy January over on my main channel, so if you want to come check that out, and if you want to see what we're talking about on Twitter, you can use the hashtag HowToBeHappyJanuary. I'm really excited, and we will link the 2013 playlist of How to Be Happy January as well as 2014's down below, so you can see kind of what's up so far. And yeah, I will see you guys all over the internet. I hope you have a great rest of the day. Send your messages to AskNikkiP@gmail.com or use the hashtag AskNikkiP for Twitter questions. And I will see you later. Bye, guys. Sometimes when things drastically change, they can add, I think, stress to your life, and it can kind of suck the motivation out of you.